Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. And, this is just, I don't even know if it's a wonderful day for you guys. I don't think it's a wonderful day for you guys at all. The news and stuff that I've been posting for the past few days have been quite terrible, but these things need to be addressed. I have some good news at the very least, though, so that'll be coming up in the next video. But what we have here is some more devastating and horrible news, that I have to start talking about here. What we have here is from Colin Rugg again. Is that says this here is just in, which is not just in. This happened 2 days ago. So be it mind, this was a 2-day thing that happened a while ago. Treadmill father who is accused of killing his son starts crying in court as evidence was being presented. Corey McCallio, 6, reported suffered from fatal heart stress before dying from a final beating. More heartbreaking evidence came forward this week when it was revealed that Christopher Gregor walked out of the ER room as his son was dying. A nurse testified that Gregor left Corey to die with strangers and was emotionless during the ER visit. Just 20 minutes after Corey was pronounced dead, security footage shows Gregor leaving the hospital. A pathologist ruled that Corey had signs of stress cardiomyopathy, a heart condition that can be caused by stress from abuse. And now we're going to show you the actual travesty of it all, because, yeah, this is him, you know, crying over this situation here. So, yeah, he's crying. And the only reason why this monster, this devil of a man is, you know, crying is because he got caught. That's the only reason why this monster's crying. So shed no sympathy for this animal here, because he deserves the freaking chair. So, yeah. What I have here from Unlimited L's is saying, this was posted on May 1st, but he goes on to say, new trial begins for the accused killer father who forced his 60-year-old son to run on the treadmill because he was too fat. Yeah, he was too fat. A kid, that's too fat, he says. Right. That kid looks like he's skinny as hell and probably needs to fatten up a bit because he needs more weight. But yeah, of course, he's too fat, so that's the reason. And regardless whether or not they were too fat, does not mean you make your kid run on a treadmill till death, this monster. So, yeah. Christopher Gregor, 31, is on trial for the alleged murder of his son Corey McCallio in 2021. Video shown during the trial at Ocean City Superior Court depicts Gregor forcing McCallio to run on a treadmill. Corey's mother, Bree McCallio, was the first witness to take the stand. Days before Corey's death, Bree reported his injuries to the New Jersey Division of Child Protection and Permanency and requested a doctor's appointment on April 1st. During the appointment, Corey reported said that his father made him run on the treadmill because he was too fat. The next day, Corey was rushed to the hospital by Gregor after exhibiting symptoms such as stumbling, slurred speech, nausea, and shortness of breath. Despite efforts to save him, Corey suffered a seizure during a CT scan, and the medical staff were unable to revive him. An initial autopsy revealed Corey's cause of death was blunt force injuries with cardiac and liver contusions, acute inflammation, and sepsis. And, yeah, this is the whole thing here. So yeah, this is what the father is doing. He's making him run constantly. Now, there is, what do you call it? No actual form of, like, actual cruel violence besides this, or whatever. But, yeah, but this is what this guy is doing here. Yeah. So, for what you guys are seeing here is that this kid is, you know, obviously having a problem getting on the thing, and the father's doing nothing as the kid is constantly running on the treadmill, trying to get up on the treadmill and falling, you know, stuff like that. You know, people like this, monsters like this, deserve the death penalty. People that hurt kids obviously need to be removed from society. And yeah, that's just the way it is. And we have this here again from Christopher Gregor. Now, it gets even worse here because for some unknown reason, the mother is to blame for all this, even though this monster is the one doing it. Yeah, of course, I'm not taking accountability for anything. He says, Christopher Gregor, New Jersey dad, accused in son's treadmill death, tried to blame boy's mother, says grandma. Yeah, the monster tried to blame the boy's mother for all this. Right. So the mother is the one that made him constantly run on the treadmill and then beat him till he pretty much died. Yeah, that's of course what happened. The heartless New Jersey father whose son died days after he forced him to run at high speeds on a treadmill from which he was flung off and injured tried to blame the boy's mother for his son's death. Christopher Gregor, 31, is on trial for first-degree murder and child endangerment in the 16-year-old custody Corey Mercado. Authorities have charged he had a long history of abusing the boy. In court, Gregor's mother tearfully testified about a conversation she had with her son on April 2nd, 2021, the day Corey died. Her voice cracking and tearful, Carol Gregor testified she received a call from her son immediately after the boy's death. She claimed he was just hysterical, and blamed the death on his ex, Brianna McCullough. He's screaming on the phone, "What did she do to him?" Carol Gregor told the court, and I'm like, "What's going on?" I called my husband, I'm flipping out, I'm screaming. We got in the car and went to the hospital. He tells me Corey passed. Carol continued, "I was so worried. He was so adamant that something had happened when Corey was with his mother. He kept saying something happened to him, according to the video trial of Crime on Network." So, yeah. Corey had woken that day with sort of speech, nausea, and breathing problems. His father didn't take him to the hospital until nearly 4 p.m. when doctors determined that the boy needed to be immediately intubated, but it was too late. Corey was pronounced dead at 5:02 p.m. An autopsy ruled his death, etc., etc. So yeah, that's what this monster did. It says, during April 1st, Corey allegedly told doctors his father had to force him to run on the treadmill because he was too fat. He was released and sent home with his dad. Because, when a kid tells you stuff like this, that's kind of a question. Then maybe you should put an investigation in. Maybe you should probably start doing that. That might be a good start. So yeah, this monster is going to prison for a very long time. Hopefully he gets the death penalty as well, but he is going to prison. And that's what this monster does. Of course, refuses to do accountability and all that great stuff. So, at least that's the only good thing coming out of this. The only good thing. And everything, hopefully we have a better day starting next week, because I'm getting tired of this evil shit that's going on recently. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.